Hi guys, just thought I would jump on and do this little video about staying present, staying in the moment, um, and not overthinking as we're going through this crisis at the moment. So, about staying in the present moment, I call it the present moment, in the now. You'll hear likes of Eckhart Tolle and the likes saying the now is all there is, which is because if you think about it from a very simplistic point of view, you say the present moment, we don't say the present future or the present past, is because this moment that we've got in time is the only moment that we do have to experience. So that's why it's called the present. I like to stick with that, and it's using the practice of meditation for me to treat my whole day like a meditation, one moment at a time, in the moment, and in doing so, it keeps you so focused and so present that your mind doesn't get a chance to wander so much away into what could have been or what could be, obviously past tense, and what could be coming in the future. Both are not real; they're just figments of your imagination. But it's good to plan for the future. I'm not saying don't plan, but to stay in the present moment helps us to stay calm, stay away from anxiety. I think every single person on the planet could potentially be anxious at some point if you don't do the work. If you put in the right circumstances, or perhaps I should say the wrong set of circumstances, your body and mind is going to respond accordingly to that. So in these times of crisis, it's important to stay together, stay mindful, stay focused, stay in the moment. If it's meditation for you, then that's great. If it's sending messages out to family and friends, colouring with your kids, just getting out into the garden like I've done tonight, even though it's just started raining, it doesn't matter. It's lovely just to sit out here as well, listening to the birds chirping. I know there's a lot of people in the world that don't even have the luxury of getting out into a bit of greenery at the moment. So for you guys as well, if you're feeling stuck or anxious, just remember that this time will pass, and it's how you deal with this that will determine how you go forward and how you respond to future situations in your life. So it's being mindful of that as well. Every single action and response and feeling and emotion that you have is programming you for the future events that you're going to have. You are in full control of all of that, apart from your fight or flight response. That's hardwired to such a deep level in your primeval brain that you actually wouldn't want to change it. You want to observe it and realise that it's not you, but it's here to keep this body alive for as long as it can in a dangerous situation, so that you can experience as much of life as possible, to become more and more aware and more joyful and more in the moment. So I think for me, realising that what the fight or flight response is, and how to look at it and how to observe it, it's still going to happen in certain circumstances. You're still going to get anxious, you're still going to get that coming in, you want to take over, but it's observing it and not allowing it to keep going its full to its full capacity, because there's nothing coming to eat you. You know, in these circumstances, it's like as soon as you start becoming stressed or fearful, your subconscious doesn't know any better. It just knows that you're sending signals that you're in a dangerous situation, so it wants to shut down non-essential, um, non-essential bodily functions. And one of those non-essential bodily functions in a fight or flight situation is your immune system. And you hear me rattling on about this day after day after day until this threat's passed, and probably long after that. To stay joyful and stay present and stay loving helps to keep your immune system balanced, open, and available. to any threats that are coming in. So it's more important not to be fearful. It's more important to be joyful, and be in the moment, in this present moment. And in this present moment, if you're sitting watching this video in your house and you're basically you are in this moment, you shouldn't be in fear, because you're safe. If you're sitting inside in this present moment, you do not have the virus. You do not have anything else to worry about. If you've got food in your fridge and a roof over your head, that's two reasons at least to be joyful. You can get your family around about you. Three, you can just keep adding to that list of things to be grateful for. And it's keeping you in that present moment. And the more you can keep your mind in the present moment, the more grateful you will become for every single second of your life. And just using that as a practice and keeping going with it every day, if you keep doing this as a practice over and over and over again, you'll find your level of anxiety will drop, your level of fear will disappear, and you just become more joyful, because that's you're then programming your subconscious that there's nothing to fear by being in the present moment and breathing and just being conscious. And the more conscious you are of your life and not running off the subconscious program, the more you're changing the subconscious program into being more conscious, if that makes sense. So hopefully that little video has helped somebody not to be as anxious just now, and just to stay in the present moment. And yeah, just use meditation as a practice. Turn your life into a meditation. Turn your life into an attitude of gratitude, and watch as everything turns around to work with you, through you, and for you. Thank you for watching, guys.